From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Jed Castles.
Oh, it's so good to have football back, Jed.
It certainly is. Yeah, that was a great game. Great football here this weekend. Great cold front, too, that rolled in. We're going to talk a little bit more about that here in just a moment. But how about the temperatures this morning? Great conditions. It was great yesterday afternoon as we hovered in the middle, upper 70s. And then as that sun went down, so did the temperatures. Temperatures have bottomed out. 60s. And now 50s, we dipped down to 53 there at 3 o'clock. But since that point, temperatures have been coming back up, upper 50s, near 60. Now, we had that cold front roll through this weekend. It came through Saturday evening, moved through Stillwater during the OSU football game, and moved through OU during the OU football game. North winds took over, and eventually that rain settled on in. It didn't move into Oklahoma, the Norman area, until after the game was over. Didn't move into Stillwater. Well, by the time we moved into Sunday morning, did pick up about 2/10 of an inch of rain there. Here in Oklahoma City, we picked up about 2/10 of an inch of rain as well. Heaviest rain was up here in northwest Oklahoma, where there are a few spots that got half an inch, close to an inch of rain. Up near Cherokee, that was welcome. Again, around the metro area, most spots got, we'll call it a light rain event. 1/10 of an inch in Norman, 1/4 of an inch Guthrie, also in El Reno. So nice little rain waking up on Sunday morning. 60 right now, winds are calm, good conditions out there, quiet conditions getting started. Next gen and our temperatures both look great. Next gen all quiet right now, just a few false echoes there just west of the metro, but most spots in the 50s right now. Do have a 60 at the airport right now. How about that 45? Yeah, it's 45 right now in El Reno. Really chilly there in parts of Canadian County. 57. That's where we start this morning, 8 o'clock temp, 77 by noontime today. We'll close in on 84. Low humidity, 5-star weather, tip jar, it is out. Great conditions here, waking up here on your early morning. How about your highs next 9 days? Again, watching some great temperatures today, but here comes the heat starting to build back in. We're talking more 90s on the way. So all those pleasant right now, we'll call it summertime heat, builds back in. A little bit of a heat wave kicking back in by late week this weekend into early next week. So we're not done with those quite yet. Looks like more hot weather on the way. 40s, 50s, near 60. That's where most spots are starting out this morning. Very pleasant across our region. Look at those shades of green covering our region. That's 50s covering most of our region right now. I've made it all the way down into North Texas, again, Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, most of Arkansas and Missouri feeling very nice waking up this morning. Cool conditions also here in the northern plains with some spots actually in the 30s right now, so kind of chilly there. Well, the system that brought the cool air is going to pull away from us. That moves on out. Another cold front to our north stays to our north, while our weather stays high and dry. Maybe a chance of a shower coming in as we go toward Thursday, but right now most locations are looking pretty dry. Maybe a spot of rain there northwest Oklahoma. Most locations look dry for Friday, Saturday, on into Sunday as the weather pattern starts to build back in with this high pressure area right here. Big storm on the west coast. Unsettled weather across the northern parts of the country, but our weather for this weekend remaining high and dry. Again, hot temperatures building into the southwest, where much of the central plains in the 80s. As we look at our forecast, we go into tomorrow, those 90s start to build back in over parts of the plains. And as we go into the forecast on Wednesday, we'll keep noticing those temperatures up over the central parts of the country as hot weather starts to build back in. So while it's very tranquil now, kind of cool, the heat should be the story here as we go toward midweek. There's your temps right now, 80s coming at 4 today. Another cool night tonight, then more 80s and 90s here on the way for tomorrow. There's your 9-day forecast. Again, 80s and 90s are on the way. Again, State Fair begins on Thursday. We'll call it a hot forecast, 92. And as we go toward next week, look at those mid-90s picking back up just under record highs. We'll have more details coming up right after this.